Growing up in Sunday school, I was taught from the Bible, those who bless Israel will be blessed, and those who curse Israel will be cursed. And from my perspective, I want to be on the blessing side of things. As a Christian, I believe that.
Where is that?
I can find it to you. I don't have the scripture off the tip of my... You pull out the phone and use the Google.
It's in Genesis. Quoting a Bible phrase, you don't have context for it, and you don't know where in the Bible it is, but that's like your theology? I'm confused. What does that even mean?
All right. So, yes, the Bible does say, bless Israel and you will be blessed. Curse Israel and you will be cursed. But what does it mean? It comes from Genesis chapter 12, verse 3, where God makes a covenant with Abraham. And he says, I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. That wasn't just a personal blessing. It was the beginning of a covenant that would shape history. Abraham's descendants became the nation of Israel, and through them, God intended to bless everyone, the world. Later in Numbers chapter 24:9, God repeats the same promise over Israel. Blessed are those who bless you, cursed are those who curse you. And then in Zechariah, he says, whoever touches you touches the apple of my eye. That is strong language. And then later in the New Testament, we find that Jesus is the true seed of Abraham. And through faith in him, we are grafted into that blessing. But this doesn't erase God's covenant with the Jewish people. Romans 11 says his gifts and calling are irrevocable. Now here's where it gets complicated. Israel, like any other nation, is not perfect. They have made so many mistakes, especially in times of war. Supporting Israel doesn't mean endorsing everything they do politically or militarily blindly. But it does mean praying for them, seeking peace, and acknowledging that God still has a plan for them. Blessing Israel in the midst of conflict might look like standing against anti-Semitism, praying for both Jewish and Palestinian, Iranian civilians, and asking God to bring justice, to bring peace, to bring wisdom and healing to a deeply broken region. You don't have to agree with every policy, but you are still called to care, to pray, to bless. God's promise still stands. God has given you the power to bless people through prayer. And yes, even those you don't agree with. So bless what God blesses. That blessing might be so much bigger than we can ever imagine.